Wednesday night at Gamer Sanctuary. Time for week 2 of our Crusade of Fire campaign. As you can see, lots of guys participating today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, I believe, total here tonight. So that's pretty good. We had to throw an extra table down, and because, of course, I was the last one in, we get to play on it. But this week it's the Crusade of Fire factions turned to make their challenges, and as luck would have it, Muggins challenged me. So we're going to see Mike's Mantis Warriors versus my Iandan Eldar today. This list should come as no surprise. Like I said, I'm playing my Iandan Spirit Host for the campaign. So the core of it's going to remain the same. I actually have it tiered up between 1500, 1850, and 2000 points, so all I have to do is add and subtract a few models here and there. Shuffle around some war gear. I do have 3 Spirit Seers again as my HQs. This one has the Spear of Tethylus, this one has the Wraith Forge Stone, and this one is Bare Bones. 2 squads of Wraith Guard. I'm not necessarily keeping the Spirit Seers where they are in those squads, but I have 2 squads of Wraith Guard with D Cannons and 1 squad with D Scythes, and they're all Hitch and Rides and Wave Serpents. The D Scythes have the Twin Link Scatter Lasers. All 3 have cannons and hollow fields for today. I have the Wraith Knight with the Sun Cannon and Shield and a single Scatter Laser for the Twin Linking goodness. And then I have 1 Wraith Lord with Bright Lance and Missile Launcher, and another one with Star Cannon, Shuriken Cannon, and Ghost Glaive. This is 1850 points, and we'll take a look at what Mike is bringing. I know he's got some new toys to show off. All right, we ran out of lunch trays, so Mike just decided to deploy his army, and we'll film it from here. He has 2 HQ choices. One of them is a Librarian with an Auspex 4-sword on a bike, and the bike is going to be a big theme. He's going to be attached to a bike squad that has 2 Melta-Guns and an attack bike in it. Sergeant has a Power Fist. I'm sorry, no, that's his Chapter Master who's coming in from reserve. Artificer Armor, Auspex, Power Weapon, and Shield Eternal. And there's his Librarian, attached to another squad with a Power Weapon and a single Melta-Gun and attack bike. He has 2 Land Speeders with multi-Meltas and Typhoon Launchers. One here and one here hiding behind a Rhino. There's a combat squad in that Rhino with a Flamer, multi-Melta, and a Power Fist Sergeant. The 5 Marines right here with Bolters are the other part of that squad. There are 9 Scouts in a building right here. 1 single squad. There's a Missile Launcher in there. And way back over here, hiding in reserve, we have a Land Raider Crusader filled with Devastator Centurions. All of them have Grav Weapons and I believe Missile Launchers. So, lots of points in reserve off the table. In this mission, we are using the old Spearhead deployment from 5th edition. I'm defending that power station objective in the middle, basically. But there are 5 objectives, one in the middle of each quarter of the table. That is our primary. You can have a troop choice, claim an objective, and then they can walk away from it, and it is still yours. But that means your opponent can come in and grab it from right behind you. So I'm hoping to be able to do some Eldar trickery with objectives and grab some of those. But I have all my guys castled up here in the corner. Wraith Knights behind the big tree, blocking terrain, ready to jump out. Lords are behind the Serpents, and Serpents are ready to deflect shots with their shields. At the moment I have the first turn, unless Mike wants to steal initiative.
Nope.
He does not. So we'll tune back in after I take my first turn. Oh, let's roll and see if there's night fighting.
No.
No, I don't think so. I can't remember. It's either 1, 2, 3, it's yes, or 4, 5, 6 is no. We'll look it up in a sec. Top of turn 1, my Wave Serpents kind of moved over this way a little bit. This one unloaded its Serpent Field and Scatter Laser Shuriken Cannon on the Scouts in here. Killed 3 of them with the Serpent Field. They went to ground to protect them against the other saves, so they are pinned. Over here, this Wave Serpent and the Wraith Knight managed to wreck that Land Speeder, barely. I only got 2 glances on him, but it was just enough. And I immobilized that Rhino. That's it. Mike's going to go into bottom of turn 1. Oh, I have a Protect up on all 3 of my Wraith Guard units, so they all have 2+ armor saves now. Moving into bottom of 1. Mike's turn. This Land Speeder zooms around the corner, takes 2 shots with the missiles at the Wraith Knight and misses both, but hits with the multi-melta, and I fail my save, so he's got 1 wound taken off. The Scouts glance the Wave Serpent with the shields down. I failed my 4-up jink with Hollow Fields and took a hull point off from a glance. That Rhino managed to repair itself, and the bikes zoomed around the corner because of the White Scars and turbo boosting. They now have a 3+ cover save, so anything I shoot at them is just straight up armor, which is not horrible, but it's going to be pretty nasty. gonna move into turn 2 and see if I can't try to wipe him off the table before his reserves come in. Top of turn 2. First thing I did, this Wave Serpent moved 6 inches forward, whipped itself around so its access point was facing the scouts. The Wraith Guard with the D-sides inside jumped out. The Spirit Seer inside there had cast Voice of Twilight at the beginning of the turn, so they only got a 1-inch run with their battle focus, but it was enough to get close enough to vaporize the combat squad that was hiding behind the building, as well as 6 more of the scouts, I think. Something like that, maybe 4. Can't remember exactly. Oh, no, it was 3. It was 3. As I remember seeing, it was less than half of the total hits I had. Anyway, tried to shimmy around to get some shots on that land speeder in the corner, but couldn't. So I ended up shooting everything else over here and dropped the bike squad down to a single Meltagun and the librarian, who had not taken a wound yet. In other news, this squad has grabbed this objective, which we had previously rolled was nothing. And this squad has grabbed that objective, which we still need to roll to see what it is. Oh yeah, I did shoot the scatter lasers at the Rhino and immobilized it yet again. That's it though. Mike's going to try to see if his reserves come in, and we're going to move into bottom of 2. Bottom of turn 2. Can you do a what?
Charlie butt dance?
No, don't do a butt dance. Bottom of turn 2, Mike gets all his reinforcements in. The Land Raider rolled up and unloaded the Centurions, and between them, actually, I think all by themselves, they took out my entire squad of Wraith Guard. Yeah, it was because he needed those last 2 missiles to hit on the Spirit Seer to insta-kill him, and it did. The bikers came in here.
These dudes are really amazing.
They are.
They're so good.
Yes. Grab Cannon Centurions are flipping awesome. They are very expensive, but they are more than worth an Alpha Strike. Because at this point, actually, Mike took out just about everything I had that could hurt them. Easily, that is. The D-sides were going to be my best shot. Because now they're in the ruins, they have some cover. So I'm going to try to play keep away with them, I guess. Back over here, though, these bikers all came on. Orbital Bombardment and Bolters and Meltas failed to kill a single Wraith Guard. But the Vortex of Doom from the Librarian blew up that Wave Serpent. Had no field left, so got the pen in and rolled really well. Same over here from... actually, some lucky shooting from the Land Raider. He got 3 pens and a glance in. So turning my guy around to get the D-sides unloaded. Kind of backfired a little bit. They were a little too close, but hey, that's what they're there for. Anyway, I got blown up, and he failed to do anything to that Wraith Lord with the land speeder. So we're gonna move into turn 3 and see if I can grab some more objectives and keep him from scoring more points. Top of 3, my Wraith Knight jumps back. These Wraith Guard ran forward. The Wraith Lords also walked forward into the ruins, and these guys shimmied back here. Notice no Librarian anymore, thanks to them. And that bike squad has been whittled down by half. They have 1 Melta-Gunner and the Chapter Master left. But that's about it. I didn't manage to do any wounds to anything else. I ignored the Centurions because they're going to take something out next turn. So I might as well ignore them. And I tried to wreck that land speeder with the Shuriken Cannon, Star Cannon Wraith Lord, and he completely whiffed on everything. Only 1 hit and failed to do anything. So I don't have a whole lot left on the board. Mike had a really good turn. Oh yeah, before we even started, my Spirit Seer in that squad who had taken a wound earlier failed his perils. He did manage to jinx them, which helped take a lot of those bikers out a lot easier. But I lost my Warlord and his useful powers, so they are protected still, and they were jinxed. That's it. Moving on. Bottom of 3. Bottom of 3, Mike is making this really interesting. He killed one of the Wraith Lords with a combination of fire from the Land Speeder and the Land Raider. The Wraith Guard unit that was there along with my last Spirit Seer were taken out by the Centurions. He just mass fired them, and he needed all the shots. I didn't think it would take that much, but a couple of my guys had cover, and it helped. Me having Protect on them did not help, though. That made them a lot easier to kill. Back over here, he ignored the Wraith Knight. And this way, the Chapter Master shot at and assaulted the Wave Serpent that was immobilized, and he wrecked it with his Power Lance. And these the Bolter bikes did nothing to my Wraith Guard. So I'm going to move now into top of 4.
This is the noise that...
It's so boring.
Oh, Mike's got something special for us.
Fail.
Yeah.
Objective achieved.
Oh, thanks. Classy. All right,
Moving into turn four.
my turn. Top of 4. Wraith Knight jumped up and tried to take some shots on the Chapter Master. Took a wound off him. The Wraith Guard over here tried to do the same, and they failed. The Shield Eternal has been helping him out a lot. Over here, that Wraith Lord killed another bike, and they broke and ran away. Right now, I'm just trying to keep Mike away from the 2 objectives I'm holding, while keep the Wraith Guard alive long enough to grab that one, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So right now it's the bottom of 4, and all right, the big things that happened in this round is the Centurions annihilated the Wraith Knight with a volley of grav cannon fire. So again, one of the best units in the game. If you want to, if you're gonna play big models, you gotta take them out fast or ignore them or get away from them. It's just not that easy. Dropped 2 wounds on that Wraith Lord though, so he's down to 1. And over here, only managed to kill a single Wraith Knight, or Wraith Guard, excuse me, in combat with his Chapter Master. So we're just going to be sitting here stalling. I need to be able to kill him somehow, and it's just not going to happen in turn 5. So Mike's probably going to win this game, but we're going to play out turn 5 just because that's what we do. Bottom of turn 5, the Wraith Lord predictably dies to the ridiculous amount of shots the Centurions can pump out. Mike's not even going to bother moving everything else. Those bikes ended their movement phase next to that objective, so they get to grab that from me. So I have that lone one over here. Actually, Mike is going to turbo boost those guys somewhere. So they're not going to be there in his turn. And then over here, this combat continues to just do nothing. So moving into turn 6. Turn 6, it's all over. Those bikers grabbed that objective in Mike's turn 6 and turbo boosted away. I'm sorry, no, they grabbed it in his turn 5 and turbo boosted this way. And then they took some shots at my Wraith Guard, who in my turn, the Chapter Master used hit and run and ran away from. And then, of course, just charged him back. But by the time he was charging him in, thanks to bolter shots from the bikes, and missiles and a multi-melter from the speeder, there was only 1 single guy left, and he easily killed him that first turn with his power lance. So Mike not only swept me off the table, he grabbed all 5 objectives. He does not have... Yep, actually, those bikers, they are in my deployment zone, so he does have Linebreaker as well. The only thing he didn't get was First Blood. Otherwise, he beat the pants off me. So, great game. Thanks again. We'll tune in next week. Hopefully, I'll get to play somebody other than Mike or Adam or Scott. That seems to be my bat rep rotation lately. And we'll try somebody new. What was that?
You're like a doorknob.
A doorknob?
Everybody gets a turn.
Everyone gets a turn? Oh, yeah, thanks.
Wait, that's a bike one.
Yeah, there's Mike for you. Anyway, moving in to next week, we're going to keep talking about Food Hammer. We have a lot to still prep for and get ready for. Prize support is starting to shape up nicely, thanks to guys like Jawa Balls, Goat Boy, and Darkwind from Bell of Lost Souls. Secret Weapon Miniatures is on board. Mini Wargaming. Again, guys, if you're not paying attention to these sites and these guys, you should be. Aside from the fact that they're all great bloggers and they do wonderful things for the game itself, they're nice guys. They're just really good dudes. So check them out. Check out the businesses. Give them some of your business. Subscribe to Mini Wargaming's Vault. Watch the videos on Bell of Lost Souls. And tell them all that the guys from Fresh Coast Gaming said hi and thanks. See you next week.